by just pulling down on this stock, I now have cruise control, which is set to the speed limit of the vehicle, or I'm sorry, of the road. The car knows the speed limit, tells you on the screen, kind of like how Apple Maps does. It's pretty straightforward. You see the car here driving in its lane, and then over here is the GPS. So you have a lot of information. Your speed is up here, and your what gear you're in is over here. So park, reverse, neutral, and drive. You have the battery life up here, which you can also change to miles. It's crazy because the car is slowing down on its own right now to take this turn. I just kicked it out of the self-driving, but it's cool because you don't necessarily need to be on the highway to use autopilot. As long as you have this steering wheel, you will be able to use it. So if I pull down this stalk twice, then I'll be able to use autopilot. So I'm gonna do that. Oh, so what it can't read the lines on the road, so let's try it again. There we go. So now it's in autopilot, which you must keep your hands on the wheel while you're using autopilot. They do sell, like on Amazon and other third-party websites, they sell like a weight that you can put on the wheel. May not be the safest thing, but you can put that on the wheel to bypass that system. I personally won't be doing that, at least right now, but I've seen other YouTubers do that. I'm gonna pull it out of autopilot here since autopilot is really supposed to be used on the highway or the freeway. So if you're going to use the standard autopilot on streets like this, then you have to be paying attention because it will not stop at stop signs. It will not stop at stoplights. Now, as you can see on the screen here, I just thought I'd point this out while we're by all these construction cones. There is the construction cones on the screen here. So the car can actually see construction cones. It can see pedestrians, people on bikes. It can see everything. It's really amazing to see all the data that is on this screen. All right, and once we go around this corner, push the acceleration. Oh my God, that doesn't get old. That is so much fun to accelerate in this car, honestly. So now that we have, more defined lanes here, I'm gonna put it back into autopilot. There we go, now we're in autopilot. So I could literally take my hands off the wheel right now. No hands on the wheel. The car is driving itself. And as you can see, if I leave my hands off the wheel and this light is green right now, it should actually go through the light, no problem, because it's green. Like I said, if it's red, it won't stop. So just keep that in mind, unless you have full self-driving. Oh, that's music volume. I'm gonna raise the speed here. Now I'm doing 45. So yeah, autopilot, super awesome. I definitely am very excited to use this on long road trips and for work because a lot of my shoots that I've been doing lately, oh, see that? It lost the lines there, but it put the car back in the lane. That's pretty cool. So as you can see, it's handling autopilot very nicely. Oh, so it wants me to turn the wheel to let me know that, or to let it know that I'm still aware and paying attention. Hopefully the camera shake isn't too bad. I've got my camera on a tripod and yeah. So if I turn my turn signal on here, it'll turn off autopilot and I'll be able to change lanes. If you have full self-driving, it will actually change lanes and take exits by itself. But I did not get the full self-driving package with my standard range plus. So there's that. I'm gonna turn here. So a couple of things about this screen that I want to mention. Some of the cool features is you can actually bring up the backward camera and the blind spot cameras while you're driving, which a lot of cars don't allow you to do this. So that is really cool. It's super useful. It can be distracting in some situations, so just be careful with that. We're gonna go fast up acceleration is nuts in this car. It just does not get old. They were not kidding when they said electric vehicles can accelerate. Now there is a fair bit of road noise, but it's not too bad. You can probably hear it. Since there's no frame around the window, you know, you definitely get road noise. Now my windshield wipers here, how do I turn those on? I've never used them before. That should be interesting. I'm pretty sure they're automatic, but I may have needed to turn them on. Oh wait, no, right here. Nope. Oh, there we go. I hit a button on the left stalk here and it turned them on. Now they're on auto. So I just hit auto, and so I've got that set now, so that's good. And since we're on the highway, I might as well just stay on the highway and show you Autopilot and how it works here. So I'm gonna get over into this lane. Autopilot is very good for middle lane driving. So that's what I've heard at least. So now we're on the highway and it's handling it pretty well. Very well, I should say. Probably drives better than most people. It's definitely a little windy out there today, so you can kind of feel it pushing on the car. Bring up my cameras here and see what's going on around us. There's a Mini Cooper coming up on my left, and you can see it on the screen here in the other lane. Let the car know I'm still there. Yeah, guys, I could get used to this. I really could. This is phenomenal. Just being able to really relax while you're driving. So I'm gonna get over into the other lane here. And see, the speed is set to 70. Now, a little fun fact for you guys, in a Tesla, you actually want to drive the speed limit. In a lot of gas cars, a lot of people speed and go super fast. But if you actually do the speed limit, you'll save battery life on your cars. So that's kind of why I think they call it a great middle lane driver, because, you know, in the left lane everybody's flying by, and in this car you don't really need to do that, which is super nice. Turn these cameras off. Media is right here, so if I hit there I can play music from my phone. If I hit the car here, this is all of my settings. So lights, locks, display, driving, autopilot, all of those settings can be adjusted there. And everything you do is on this screen, including opening up the glove box. So just keep that in mind. There's no buttons other than on the steering wheel. Everything else is on the screen. It's just absolutely crazy. It's really the car of the future. It really is. So I'm gonna get off at this exit. On Cactus. Right now I'm on the 51 South, driving toward downtown Phoenix. We've got a truck here with a bunch of items in the back. Definitely a little sketchy. Don't necessarily like that. So I'm gonna fly past him, and we're gonna take this exit here. Yeah, and while we're stopped, I want to show you guys the air conditioning. This is super cool. So if I hit this fan right here, I can now control the air conditioning, and since nobody is in my passenger seat, that's off right now. But look, I can move the air up, down, I could split it. It's super cool, like how customizable this screen is. 51 North. And let's punch I know I've said it a million times, but the acceleration is really one of my favorite things. I didn't think it would be, because I never was really into fast cars. I really like luxury cars and cars packed with technology. But this kind of brings in that sports car feel mixed with the luxury feel, in my opinion. I mean, all these technologies that this car has packed into it, it's definitely luxury to me. At least it feels that way. Being able to sit back and relax in your car while you're driving is just amazing. I have an iPhone 11 Pro with wireless charging, and I can throw this on one of my 2 wireless chargers down here, which is really cool. I know you probably can't see it, but that is really awesome to have the wireless charging capability. So as you can see, there's a guy riding next to me, and you can see his car right there, and you can see that the Tesla can actually see the car. I grabbed the wheel for a second because we're on a curve, and I'm like, oh no, but the car can handle it. I'm just still learning to trust the autopilot system. This guy is sitting kind of close to me, but it's alright. I'm just staying in this right lane here. The car does have heated seats, for anybody that's wondering. The 2 front seats come heated. The back seats you can upgrade to be heated for $300. They actually already have the technology built in. You just have to pay the money and they'll unlock it. So it's really interesting how this car actually already has all the technology built into it. It just doesn't have it unlocked and readily available for you to use unless you pay for it. But it's really the heated seats and the full self-driving is the only things that I would have to upgrade in this vehicle. Otherwise, it has everything else other than the premium sound, which comes in the higher end models. The Standard H Plus has partial premium interior, so the sound system isn't as good as on the performance models, but honestly, it sounds really good to me, and it works for me. I was actually nervous about it because I'm kind of an audiophile. I love great audio, but it wasn't too bad, honestly, and I don't think it'll be a problem. The bass is alright. You know, compared to other cars, there's definitely better stereo systems, let me just say that, but it's not bad. So I'm going to take this exit. And now I'm using TAC, which is the cruise control without autopilot, to go up this ramp. And as you can see, it can start to see cars in front of me, so it's slowing down considerably. I'm not pressing the brake at all. The car is now stopping on its own with TAC engaged. So that's really cool. The car just completely came to a stop by itself. My hands were on the wheel because I have to control the steering with TAC on. If I did press down twice right now, it would kick into autopilot because I have the steering wheel. But I'm going to take it out of TAC. Whoops, I just put it in park. There we go. Now we're in drive. My bad. So the car has hold on right now. You can see it says hold right there. A lot of cars have this feature. Basically, when you press the brake, the car is able to sit completely still. Very, very useful feature to have in any vehicle, honestly, not just a Tesla. There's so many things that I have to learn and have to figure out. It's crazy, filled with technology. So I don't know if you guys noticed that, but when I turned on the turn signal and it saw that there was a vehicle next to me, it highlighted the car in red. So that's what's cool about this too, is that it's really like a blind spot monitor in a way. I mean, Elon Musk said himself, these cars are robots on wheels. So they're learning all the time. They're always going to get software updates that improve them over time, which was a huge reason why I decided to purchase the Tesla Model 3. So yeah, guys, if you liked today's video, I'm gonna have a lot more videos on the Tesla Model 3, so definitely make sure to hit the subscribe button and notification bell. That way you're updated when I create new content. Also, please make sure to hit the like button because that will help the video rank higher in the algorithm. But until the next video, I'll see you guys in the next one.